Hi, I'm Graham Cooper. I'm the Sustainability Director.
And I'm Erusa Dizier. I'm the Net Zero Manager.
So here today we're going to talk about net zero, and I thought to start with, Erusa, maybe you could help to define what net zero is.
Yeah, so net zero is when we are balancing the amount of carbon dioxide that we're releasing to the atmosphere with the amount that we're actually taking away, and it's actually really essential to prevent climate change.
So climate change is obviously one of our biggest challenges that we face as society, and Tarmac need to do their part in that. And so we've committed to being net zero by 2050.
So 2050 is a long way away. What can we do in the meantime?
It is, and that's why CRH have set a 30% reduction target by 2030. But actually, even 2030 is quite a long time away, which, as you know, is why we've put together a roadmap to help to chart how we're going to get there. And maybe you can describe a little bit about how we've put that roadmap together.
So we assume that there are going to be some main initiatives that are going to be essential for us to reach net zero. And we looked in detail into those initiatives and then made some assumptions as to, when they would come into play, how much carbon they would save, put all that information into a model, and we use that to define our targets and help us to build on our roadmap. Okay,
so now we have a roadmap. What's next?
So we want to share this with all parts of the business so that everyone has an idea about where Tarmac wants to go to, and understand that Tarmac is a business that is serious about sustainability and helping to reach our net zero goals. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to share this to everyone within Tarmac, and they'll have this information and know the role that they play in helping to deliver our net zero goals.
Yeah, it's really important that everyone's involved in this. This is a huge challenge and a company-wide challenge. But what about external to the business, our customers and our suppliers?
I think it's equally as important for our customers, suppliers, stakeholders to understand that we're also taking this seriously and we want to play our role in getting to net zero, and so they also understand our journey.
And hopefully maybe they can help us a little bit along the way. I'm sure our customers have got similar challenges, and equally our suppliers have probably got some of the technologies that we'll need to get to net zero.
So yeah, definitely working this, I understand how important collaboration is. We've seen that in a lot of the work that we do within Tarmac with our Supplier Week, and then with the Innovation Challenge, where we're asking our suppliers to come to us to give us ideas and help us to work on these projects that will reduce the carbon dioxide that we're emitting.
So you mentioned people understanding how they can contribute. If someone in our organisation said to you today, what can they do to help with net zero? What would you say?
I think that the first step is to actually understand what's causing these emissions, and then taking the next step to think about how they can minimise the emissions from the different activities that they're involved in, whether it's taking a car to the office, to site, or with the equipment that they're operating, thinking about how they can run that more efficiently and reduce energy use. That's definitely something that they can be involved in. So Graham, what do you think is the difference between how we approach our 2030 targets and our 2050 targets?
Yeah, great question. I think there's a lot of work already going on the 2030 targets. And a lot of that is about just being a bit more efficient at what we do, and improving and optimizing what we do, because that will save energy, which reduces emissions. But we're also working on a lot of the technologies that are still developing, which we're going to need to do to get to net zero by 2050.
Sounds like a really interesting time for us.
Well, you're right. The great thing about this is that most people realise how important it is. It's not just about our business, it's about saving the planet. And so we're really looking forward to working with everyone on this.